Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Hopkinton High School turf fields for Hopkinton Hillers Varsity State Tournament Softball. Tom Nappy alongside Colby Crum on the call. We got Dave McCarthy on camera, and we should have a great matchup here today between two very good teams. It's the 7th-seeded Hopkinton Hillers, 10th-seeded Malden Catholic Lancers. Both teams 18-3 heading into this game. And Colby, this is going to be a good one. This is where you really are going to have a strong team effort. It's only the best of the best left at this point.
Yeah, this is going to be a close one all around. When you look at their records, the same, and when you look at their seeding, very similar as well. I mean, when you look at March Madness, the 10 and the 7 are always 50-50 picks. Both teams coming off dominant wins. Hillers won 7-0. And then the Lancers won their game 4-1 against 23-seeded Lexington.
And here we go. We are underway. First pitch to Emma Hollingsworth. The center fielder is a ball. And here we go. Elin Stomberg on the mound. She had a terrific performance in the round of 32 as this is hit in the air. That is going to drop into left field and roll past the left fielder.
She's going
and
third.
She is going to third.
Wow.
The throw in is going to be late, and she is aboard. A leadoff triple there.
What a start from the Lancers. They're really putting their effort in at the very beginning, getting a triple. I mean, I thought that left fielder could have gone to grab that, maybe kept her at 2, but Malden Catholic not playing around, first or second swing, and she gets a triple.
And here's Callie and Topo, the second baseman. We'll take you through the lineup in just a bit. And there's a bunt, and it's a strike there.
Talk about pitcher, freshman Elin Stomberg. She's really stepping up to this pressure. Youngest on the team.
She certainly is. This is hit up the left side. Glove by the shortstop. Throw to first. They get the out. And the runner from third going home. She's safe.
Wow, early score for the Lancers. Tenley Wynn almost got there on time to give it to Osman, but it was not fast enough. Lancers will take an early 1-0 lead.
So that's going to be a sacrifice RBI ground out for Callie and Topo. And that'll bring up Lila Hollingsworth. Well, in this game, I expect some aggressive base running. You're going to have to manufacture runs from what I understand. You got a good pitcher on both sides.
You can already see the speed of play from the Lancers living up to their mascot name. They got a triple off of their first hitter, and then the second one sent her home right away. So they take a very early lead, definitely different pace than what we saw in our last game against Plymouth North. So we'll see if the Hillers can adapt to this early on, and especially if Elin can as well.
Absolutely. We got Lila Hollingsworth at the plate.
Shortstop for the Lancers.
And that pitch is going to be in there for a strike, 1-1. Elin Stomberg, a nice shutout win in the first round as this is hit into right field. Throw to first is not going to be in time.
Wow,
and she's going to keep going to second. Slides in, she's safe. So,
not what the Hillers want to see early on. That was a mistake. They should not have let her get to second. I'm not sure exactly what happened. The ump seemed to get in the way a little bit as well. So Hillers need to adjust. They still have one out from the sacrifice, but it looks like, yep, they're meeting at the mound. They need to have a quick chat and readjust.
And you got Riley Jones, the cleanup hitter, and third baseman stepping in. As Malden Catholic looking to get some early fireworks going in this one. And we'll take you through that Malden Catholic batting order. You had Emma Hollingsworth. She's playing center field leading off. She started off with a triple. Callie and Topo, second baseman, batting second, had the sacrifice. That pitch is going to be ball 1. And then you had Lila Hollingsworth, shortstop, get a single. Riley Jones, the third baseman, up now, batting 4th. Then you got Chloe O'Neill, first baseman, hitting 5th. And then after that, you got Chloe O'Neill, first baseman, hitting 5th. Mavie Hurley, right fielder, hitting 6th. Isabella Parsons, pitcher, hitting 7th. Erica Lavelle, designated player, hitting 8th. Bella Bennett, the catcher, hitting 9th. And Yami Gonzalez, the left fielder, is the odd one out of the batting order. Ball there.
So 2-1 count, 1 out so far. Runner on second. Lancers took a 1-0 lead early on. See if Elin can adjust.
And that's going to be fouled off. 2-2 now. Well, these round of 16 games, always a lot of fun, usually very close matchups. You don't see a lot of blowouts at this stage of the state tournament. Wind up and the pitch up high. And it's a beautiful day today for this softball game. Temperature, the HCAM Weather Center reading at 81 degrees.
Wow. Finally feeling like summer. I mean, this week's been rainy and cold, especially the weekend. Even our last game was a bit chilly and windy and even rainy as well.
Swing and a miss, and there's an out. A big out there.
Interesting to note, a lot of pitches early on from Aline Stomberg, which is very different from last game, as she had about 50 less pitches than the Plymouth North pitcher, Chloe Manning. So we'll see if both pitchers have the same amount, or if that's going to be unjust as well today.
Chloe O'Neill stepping in. Takes a strike. 0-1 the count. Let's take you through the Hiller defense. On the mound, Elin Stomberg, her battery mate, Caroline Osmond. Over at first base, you got Tenley Wynn, Ava Davenport at second, windup and the pitch, a swing and a miss. Shortstop, Zoe Levine. Third base, you got Bridget Rolecki, and from left to right, Kate Riesenberger, Callie Arthur, and Elena Vallis. Windup and the pitch. Little high there, runner takes off from second, ball gets through, she's going home, throw off the mark, and another run for Malden Catholic.
A lot of earlier mistakes early on from the Hillers. A couple balls getting away from them. First one got away from Riesenberg earlier in the game, that one got away from Rolecki, and then the throw from Levine to home wasn't anywhere near the plate. So Lancers take a 2-0 lead, top of the first.
Well, they know you got to manufacture runs in this game. And that was the definition of a manufactured run. A big run there with 2 outs. So bases are clear now. As Hollingsworth able to come around. Wind up and the pitch. Little inside there.
Hillers need to make sure not to get in their head here. It's still have so many more innings left to play. They can't get themselves in a hole that they can't call themselves out of. 2 runs is nothing. I can easily make that up. They still have 7 more innings to play. They just need to get this third out and then get some hits of their own.
And that's going to be a walk.
So that goes, not really what I was trying to go for, but Elin just needs 1 more out to get out of this misery in the first.
And now you got Mavie Hurley coming up. I see Coach Simos walking by. He's here taking in the action. Wind up and the pitch. A little inside. A great season by the Hiller baseball team. An unfortunate loss in Natick to end their season this past Monday night. Here's the 1-0.
Looks like she got a piece of that one. That'll be fouled.
I believe she did. 1-1. Well, the Hiller Bats will need to get going early on as they find themselves down here in the top of the first, 2-0. Wind up and the pitch. Little outside.
Osmond's going to have to be the top of her game in the catcher position, looking out for these steals. It's a very fast-paced Lancer team, so she's going to make sure she's ready at any point in this game for a steal.
Wind up and the pitch. A swing and a miss. 1-2. And you saw Osmond give a glare down that first baseline. She's going to be looking out for those steal attempts, and if anyone can throw them out, it's her. Wind up and the pitch. A little inside there. That's going to fill up the count. Big pitch coming up here. Runner on first, 2 outs, 2 in for Malden Catholic. And a swing and a miss, and that will wrap up the top of the first, but not before. Malden Catholic plates 2 runs. Hillers coming up to the plate next here in the round of 16 on HCAM. HCAM programming is supported by our viewers. Thank you. And by WPC Pest Control. Don't tolerate, eliminate your pest problem. Find them online at nobugsnopests.com. Welcome back. We are ready for the bottom of the first. We'll take you through that Hopkinton Hiller lineup as they find themselves down 2-0. They are looking to strike back. Ava Davenport set to start things off. She's playing second base, and she steps to the plate right now. First pitch is a strike. Isabella Parsons is on the hill for Malden Catholic. So it's Ava Davenport batting first, playing second base. Elena Vallis, right fielder, hitting second. That pitch a ball. Zoe Levine, shortstop, hitting third. Caroline Osmond, catcher, hitting cleanup. Addie Walls, designated player, hitting fifth. Bridget Olecki, hitting sixth, playing third base. Elin Stomberg, the pitcher, batting seventh. Callie Arthur, center fielder, hitting eighth. Kate Riesenberger, the left fielder, hitting ninth. A 2-1 count.
Davenport with a 408 batting average and 506 on-base percentage, so she definitely has what it takes to give the Hillers some momentum after falling or giving up 2 runs early on in the first inning.
And she steps back in, facing a 3-1 count. And that pitch up high. Walk is drawn for Davenport. Elena Vallis coming up to the plate.
And in case you're wondering about the future of these two teams, the winner will play at 2-seeded Central Catholic, who won their game 13-7 against Peabody Vet Memorial. So that will be a very tough match for whoever gets the win out of these two teams. Playing at the 2 seeds is going to be no easy competition.
Absolutely. Hit in the air to shallow left field. That's going to drop. Everybody's safe.
That one went in no man's land. It looked like someone could have gone to that, but no one was communicating. So that'll be interesting to see as this game progresses if that communication will play a factor in giving up some bases and singles and even runs.
Let's take you through the Malden Catholic defense. Isabella Parsons on the mound. Her battery mate is Bella Bennett. Over at first base, Chloe O'Neill. Second base, Callie and Topo. Shortstop, Lila Hollingsworth. Third base, Riley Jones. We'll take it left to right after this pitch. And a little high there, and we got a pickle. Throw to second, into the outfield it goes, but she's going to stay put. It didn't go far enough.
Lancers got lucky. Davenport has some wheels on her. She could have easily had the third, and if there was more of an error, she could have headed the home.
Left to right, Yami Gonzalez, Emma Hollingsworth, and Maeve Hurley, in right field. Set to deliver, and that's fouled away.
Won't be surprised if Davenport looks for third very shortly. You can tell that she's eyeing it down, and she did a lot of stealing this season in general and the last playoff game against Plymouth North.
Well, you know the Hillers on the base pass, they're going to play some head games with Malden Catholic and try to force those errors. And look at that. You see that big lead off of second base by Ava.
Exactly. And last game, actually, she did the same thing, and Plymouth North adjusted to it. The catcher, I remember, stepped out super far, almost to the pitcher's mound, making sure she held her spot at second. So let's see if they'll have to adjust that as well.
And Ava Davenport, 27 for 27 on stolen base attempts. That is team leading and probably league leading, I would imagine.
Should be almost 30. That's impressive.
That pitch is down low, and you see the catcher going to run it out.
Davenport's just playing with her all game.
That's why they got her at the top of that lineup. That, and of course, her bat has been fantastic as well.
Levine with a .527 batting average and a .576 on-base percentage. And she gets a hit there.
And that is going to get through into center, so that's going to load the bases for the Hillers.
Exactly what they need. They have a big chance to get some momentum with still no outs.
And here you go. This is the exact situation you want. Bases loaded. Caroline Osmond coming up to the plate. The TVL large MVP. .534 batting average on the season, .565 on base percentage.
And 3 home runs on the year, so let's see if she can make that 4. This is a golden opportunity for the Hillers.
And that is going to get through, and here comes a run.
Davenport just trotted her way to home. Hillers only down 1. Total score 2-1 so far.
So she got hit by the pitch, ball got away, run comes around. And it's bases loaded, a 2-1 game, and now you got Addie Walls stepping in. And now we'll have a pitcher circle conference amongst the Malden Catholic defense. And we'll also have a courtesy runner for Caroline coming out as well.
It looks to be.
I want to say it's Castonguay.
Yep, Sophia Castonguay. Number 7. They often use her in these positions because of her speed as well being on the soccer team, so she's very fast. So good choice by Coach Albury, getting the fastest legs on the team in the right positions.
So here we go. Addie Walls stepping in, and she has not had too much playing time this season as she has been injured, but she is back in the lineup, and she could be a very big bat to have for the postseason.
I tell you what, when she does play, she needs to be feared. Last year, she had a terrific season as a pitcher. She's not doing any pitching this year, but even that game earlier that I got the call against Dedham, she got that walk-off RBI that got them the win. So she knows what it takes to be in these high-stakes situations where they have an opportunity to take the lead early in this game at the bottom of the first with still 0 outs.
Here's the 2-0, and that's fouled away. 2-1. Still no outs for the Hillers. A run already in here in the bottom of the first. Bases loaded. Elena Vallis at third. Zoe Levine at second. Caroline Osmond at first, or the courtesy runner, Sophia Castonguay. And this is up the middle, glove by the shortstop. They throw home, and they will get the out at home. And that's going to be one away, so that is a big out.
A big out, but Addie Walls still gets the first. Bases are still loaded, so Hillers still a great opportunity to score here.
So here comes Bridget
Rolicky,
the third baseman, and she's been big with the bat lately. Wind up and the pitch, and this is up the right side, and that is foul.
Oof, that looked pretty close. Went above the first baseman's glove. Almost seemed like it bounced left of that line, but gets a bit unlucky. So let's see if she can get that in play.
Yeah, that was just to the right of the line. Bridget hitting a .450 on the season, .493 on base percentage, and she gets a piece of this one, but it's gloved by the shortstop. Everybody is back. 2 away, however.
That was a good snag by the shortstop. Seemed to be like that could have also dropped in that no man's land, but she made sure it didn't happen.
Elin Stomberg stepping in, .375 batting average, .470 on base percentage.
Not to mention all of her amazing strikeouts this season, having over 100 this year.
Takes that one high, 1-0. She's hoping to help her own cause here and get some more Hiller runs. And that's fouled off, 1-1. Malden Catholic would certainly like to get out of this inning, only giving up 1 run.
Let's see if Stomberg has anything to say about it.
And pitch up high, 2-1. Set to deal. And that is going to be a strike, 2-2. Swing and a miss. A correction, it was a ball on that last one, so now it's full count. Swing and a miss. And Malden Catholic, they are pretty happy going back to the bench.
I would be very relieved if I were them, only giving up 1 run after having the bases loaded with 0 outs. I mean, they were in a bad position early on, but they still remain with the lead. Lancers leading 2-1 after the first. Will step aside live on HCAM.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 230,000 participants here in Massachusetts who take part in high school sports.
Top of the second inning, a 2-1 game. Malden Catholic coming back up to the plate. 7, 8, and 9 hitters due up. Isabella Parsons, the pitcher. Erica Lavelle, the designated player. And Bella Bennett, the catcher.
A lot of action early on, and then a lot of mistakes at the beginning of the inning for both teams. Let's see. It's becoming a game of who can fix their mistakes better. And so far, Hiller's losing that battle since they're down 2-1, but they still have had many chances early on. So let's see if Eileen Stomberg can have a better step up to the plate, and especially if the outfielders can make their plays that they're supposed to be making.
That pitch a little high, 2-0 the count now. Yeah, I think the key for Eileen Stomberg is going to be to hit the target. You don't want to give up too many walks in this one. A strike there, 2-1. Eileen Stomberg has pitched 96 2/3 of an innings on the season, a 1.63 ERA, 127 strikeouts overall. And there's strike 2 there. Her correction, that's going to be a ball, 3-1.
This is a pitcher-to-pitcher battle right here. So let's see which one can take the first matchup.
Wind up and the pitch. And that's going to be a walk. That is the second walk of the game for Malden Catholic. And now you got Erica Lavelle stepping in. 1 on, no outs. Well, the Hillers got all the way to the Final 4 last season, hoping to get back there. But
yeah,
long way to go.
Had a bad loss to 3-1 to Bedford.
Well, Bedford, they just had a tremendous pitcher.
Yeah.
And funny enough, I believe it was the Bedford pitcher ended up going to Boston College, who Holly Paharic went there as well.
So they've become teammates after rivals.
Right.
It's a nice story.
Gave a great theme to that game. It was a very good game.
Especially when Addie Walls had that home run early on.
Absolutely. Bedford ended up coming out with it in the end. 1-0 the count. Wind up and the pitch, and that's fouled away, 1-1. Well, there's a beautiful, bright, sunny day out there. So the sun, that's going to be something you have to battle with that 5 o'clock start time.
Usually we're talking about the wind and the rain, so it's nice to be talking about the sun and the warm weather, 80 degrees.
That pitch was slightly high, 2-1.
They're all wearing hats for a reason, so sure they'll be fine.
They got that eye black going.
Exactly.
Swing and a miss, 2-2. Set to deliver, swing and a miss. And there is out number 1. That'll bring up Bella Bennett, the catcher.
So after giving up a walk, it's great to have that redemption with a strikeout. Let's see if Julian Stomberg can go on a bit of a run and get in her groove in the second inning.
That pitch outside, 1-0. Wind up and the pitch, and that's fouled away, 1-1. Pretty good crowd on hand here, and it's starting to build up and will continue to do so throughout these early innings.
Yes, a lot of Hiller fans trickling in. Love to see it, especially in these later rounds. Not a lot of Hiller sports teams left in the postseason.
This is up the middle, and that's going to get through, and that will be a single for Bennett. That's going to put 2 on with 1 out. Top of the order coming up.
Went right through Davenport's glove. She was there for it. She just couldn't quite grab it and send it to Tenley Wynn. That one she's going to want back.
Emma Hollingsworth set to step in. A little discussion here between the umpire and I believe that's the Bedford coach over there, or excuse me, the Malden Catholic coach. You got Bedford stuck in my head, Cole.
Yeah. Got runners on first and second.
Yeah, this is a big opportunity for Malden Catholic. Top of the order coming up too, and they got a dangerous top of their order. There's ball 1. Hollingsworth tripled to start this game and ended up scoring the first run on a sacrifice RBI by Intopo. And that pitch just misses, says the home plate umpire, 2-0. Wind up and the pitch. There's ball 3.
Only needs to get some strikes. Does not want the bases loaded. That'll put herself in a very tough spot that she'd have to crawl herself out of. So need a strike.
It looks like there's a very tight strike zone today. There's a strike.
Oof.
3-1.
Hollingsworth almost started the walk to first for a second because of it's a bit of a delayed strike call.
I think there's a lower strike zone today. You want to get it right around knee level. And this is up the middle. Glove by the shortstop, flips to third, and is it dropped? Yes, it is. And those are mistakes you just can't have.
Bridget Rolicky, just not the start that she wants. Let's see if she can shake it off.
So Hollingsworth is going to reach on the error. Callie and Topo will step in with the bases loaded and 1 out. But you have to make that play. That was a great flip to third.
It was just an underhanded toss right to Rolicky. She's got to be upset with herself, but she has to just move on. It's only a second inning.
Right. Very rare mistake. 1-0 the count. Yeah, the Hiller defense has been very good this season. You don't see a whole lot of mistakes like that, 1-1.
Yeah, we're seeing a couple cracks early on. I don't want that to continue on.
And
Yeah.
You know, maybe there's a little bit of nerves here, but you want to quickly work your way through that. And this is a slow roller up the middle, throw home, they get the out at home. So a huge out there.
Almost seemed like a routine play for Caroline Osmond, showing her senior leadership, but that was a very big play that she needed to make, and she did it with ease.
And so we've seen that on both sides, getting it out at home. So when Topo reaches on the 1-2 fielder's choice, Lila Hollingsworth stepping to the plate and takes a strike there.
I agree with you with the strike zone being a bit different today.
Yeah, it's a bit low, and I think the Stomberg's catching on to that. And this is hit in the air to center field. That'll drop. Here comes one run and another run for Malden Catholic. A good piece of hitting by Hollingsworth. An RBI single there.
And it looks like she just slid the second base as well. I guess the Hillers were caught lacking there a little bit.
So they scored a pair of runs there. A big 2 RBI single. You had Hollingsworth come around and in Topo, or correction, Bennett and Hollingsworth come around, and Topo up to third, Hollingsworth to first, and now Riley Jones to the plate. And actually, Hollingsworth advanced to second on the throw in.
Yeah, that's what I was saying before. The Hillers were just sleeping a little bit, and they let her get there. I'm not sure exactly what happened.
Well, I think, they might have been a little conservative there, not wanting to throw to second to allow the runner from third to try to come around as well. They might have just been playing it safe. Wind up and the pitch. That's going to be a strike. 2-1 the count.
So although they got 2 runs out of that play, I just want to give credit to Callie Arthur in center field. She really dove for that ball and made sure it didn't get any worse. Oh.
So she'll trot down to first base. I'm going to check on her, make sure she's all right. And that is going to reload the bases for Malden Catholic. So now you'll have Jones at first, Hollingsworth at second, and Topo at third, and Chloe O'Neill stepping in.
First baseman. Hillers really need to regroup. Bases loaded after already giving out 2 runs this inning. Down 3. Need to get a couple outs.
And she's getting an applause. She's okay. I think she took that one right off the helmet.
Yeah, make sure she's okay. That's scary getting hit in those places.
And that pitch had some good velocity as well. Here comes Chloe O'Neill. Big opportunity here for Chloe. Wind up and the pitch. Ooh, that one looked good to me, but not the home plate umpire.
It seemed to be in that range we were talking about, low into the knee, but guess the umpire felt otherwise.
1-0 the count. That pitch inside, 2-0. Set to deliver, and this is hit in the air, and that is going to be dropped. 1 run is in. Here comes another run. A 3rd run being waved around, and she will score as well. And that is a bases clearing RBI double for Chloe O'Neill.
Wow. Hillers just seem to be falling apart in the outfield. Another error. That should have been a routine play and an out right to the glove. Hillers were not able to capitalize on that opportunity. They got the easy out. That was Elena Vallis in the right field.
So that makes it a 7-1 game. And what do we have here? We have a stoppage. Looks like maybe just an infield discussion. Due up next is Maeve Hurley. Malden Catholic has batted around this inning.
Not what the Hillers want. Giving up 5 runs this inning. I'm a bit speechless, Tom. I mean, that's a lot of errors you don't normally see. This is a very strong defensive team, especially in that outfield. But
I'm curious to go back and look at how many of those runs are unearned runs, because we've seen 2 huge errors in this inning. I believe the majority of them are actually going to go down as unearned, as that is fouled away. 1-1 the count on Hurley.
You can just see it's a completely different energy than what it's been, especially the games that I've called. It's my 5th game calling Hillers softball. It's just never seen them in this position, down 6 runs. They need to climb out. They just need to close out this top of the 2nd inning and then get a couple runs themselves and just build up that momentum.
Yeah, I mean, if they get their bats going, get right back in the game, that will put the memory of this top of the 2nd
at bay.
At bay, right.
Yeah, if that happens, it'll be a high-scoring game, but at this point, that's all we can hope for.
Yeah, but the key to this game is you cannot have errors. You really cannot make big mistakes in the field.
At this stage of the season, at the Sweet 16, only a few games away from claiming that TVL title, you really need to be top of your game, and the Hillers seem to just be like they're at game 1, especially with a walk there.
Yeah, and you think about how much Elon Stomberg has had to work this inning, already up to 59 pitches. I think we were in the 6th inning of last game where she had 59 pitches.
Exactly, completely different. You can see the coach meeting up with her. She has 7 runs against her, but I'm pretty certain a lot of those aren't even her faults. So a lot of errors, obviously her reason for giving up that contact, but
right, and Elon's she's a contact pitcher. She'll give up a good amount of contact, but she puts her field in situations where it's really routine plays that they have to make, and on a couple of those routine plays today, they had a couple follies, which has cost them some runs.
Yeah, she has a lot of trust in her outfielders.
But a lot of game left, Colby.
Lots of game left, so stay tuned.
Here we go. Isabella Parsons up for her 2nd time this inning. She started off the inning with a walk. 1-0 count. Line up and the pitch. And she puts this one up the middle, glove by the 2nd baseman, flip to first, they'll get the out, and they are happy to get out of this inning.
So a 4-3 out to close it out, exactly what the Hillers need.
So 5 more runs for Malden Catholic. It is a 7-1 game as we head to the bottom of the 2nd on HCAM.
HCAM programming is supported by viewers like you and by Maine Pizza Bar and Grill. For over 25 years, Maine has been serving great quality food for the whole family, featuring hand-tossed pizzas, paninis, pasta dishes, and a variety of unique appetizers. Enjoy a casual dining room or relax at a comfortable bar with signature cocktails, fine wines, and 16 beers on tap. Maine Pizza Bar and Grill. Great food, great drinks, and something for everyone.
Bottom of the second inning. Hillers coming up to the plate. You have the 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up. It's going to be Callie Arthur, Kate Riesenberger, and Ava Davenport. As Hopkinton hopes to get some offense going after a 5-run top of the second for Malden Catholic.
Arthur has a .463 batting average, so let's see if she can get the momentum that the Hillers need to get themselves out of this hole that they've dug for themselves.
Pitch up high. Yeah, the one thing that can overcome the follies is some good hitting, and we know the Hillers are capable of that, but they're facing a very strong pitcher for Malden Catholic and Isabella Parsons. So certainly easier said than done. 1-1 the count. That pitch up high, 2-1. Wind up and the pitch. Down low, 3-1.
Callie Arthur representing one of the 6 seniors on this Hillers roster, showing that leadership. She had a diving play earlier, still had a couple of runs against her, but she saved it from being more.
And that is going to be a walk.
I tell you, this that last one looked like a strike to me, and a lot of these pitches earlier on seemed to be other than what I thought, so.
No, that was a ball.
Maybe that one was, but point still stands. It's some questionable calls, at least in my mind, but we'll let him make his decisions.
Hey, you know, the strike zone is what it is, and you just got to learn to deal with it. That's going to be dropped by the third baseman, but she still gets the throw off. And was she safe? I haven't seen a call yet.
It looks to be safe.
It looks like she's staying there. And
looks like Coach Albury's gonna.
It looks like everybody's gonna be safe. I don't know. Coach Albury's out.
I don't know if she'd be out unless she's upset.
I didn't see an official call. I don't know if you saw one of the umpires signal.
It looked to be like he hesitated.
So the umpires are gonna discuss it.
It looked safe to me. I mean,
it was close. Yeah, it was very close.
The ball was fumbled right to the third baseman, so she got it there later than what she normally would.
I thought she might have beat it by a step, but I would probably have to look back at the replay. Yeah, they're calling her out.
It's moments like these that are big decisions and big calls.
Yeah, I mean, that one, you could debate it all you want, but it was close.
Went from having runners on first and second and no outs to now an out, but nonetheless, we have top of the order with Ava Davenport.
Yeah, and usually if out is the initial call, that's what they'll stick with unless there's just total disagreement amongst the umpires. So
Callie Arthur is on second base, and we have Ava Davenport at the plate.
Ava Davenport facing a 1-0 count, a swing and a miss, 1-1.
It's a powerful swing.
Now, Hillers are looking for big hits here.
It's all they need is to just get in this game and get some powerful runs.
Yeah, breaking pitch that didn't quite break the way she wanted, 2-1.
Callie Arthur playing some mind games, something to look out for.
Wind up and the pitch, and that is fouled away. Callie Arthur, not a huge threat to steal. She's 4 for 6 on stolen base attempts, but they do send her from time to time.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they are more aggressive in this position.
That pitch down low.
Being down 6 runs.
Well, they know they're facing a strong catcher, so they are going to be a little bit conservative here. Because the last thing you want to do is get base runners thrown out.
Exactly.
Wind up and the pitch, and that's fouled away. Count remains full. So there's 1 on, 1 out. Top of the order for the Hillers. And they are looking to strike back. Eva Davenport has been incredible with the bat. 408 on the season, 506 on base percentage. Wind up and the pitch. And she's going to draw the walk. That was nicely done there by Davenport. It looks like she might have been squaring a bunt, pulled it back real quick. Elena Vallis now stepping in. And a big swing there, fouled away, 0-1.
Vallis with a slightly lower batting average at 346, but still has a 516 on base percentage, so don't count her out on getting on base. Runners on both first and second.
Well, she has a whole lot of speed as well. That one's fouled off. 0-2 the count. Wind up and the pitch. Ooh, and that one outside. Oh, is that an out?
Look, might have called that one out. Like, I guess that's what the cheering was for.
All right, that was strike 3. 2 away. That was a late call from the home plate umpire. There's a strike, 0-1. I got a bit of an obstructed view here. A little bit of fence in my way.
Zoe Levine at the plate.
And a big swing there, 0-2 on Levine. Wind up and the pitch. And she gets a good piece of this one. That's going to drop into left field. Lead runner being waved around. They're going to wave around a second runner behind her. And she's going to keep going to third. And the throw is dropped.
She'll be safe.
And that is a 2 RBI triple for Zoe Levine.
Exactly what the Hillers need in this moment. Getting that momentum, the energy you can tell is on their side. That one got away from the left fielder, went all the way to the fence. And then a slide at third that was the throw was dropped to third base. Amazing play by the Hillers.
And now you got Caroline Osmond stepping to the plate.
Levine with a triple and 2 RBI.
And that is exactly what the Hillers needed. That is Levine's 5th triple of the season.
Wow, that's very impressive. Triples are hard to come by. You need a lot of speed for that to happen.
They certainly are. The only one on the Hillers with more than that is Ava Davenport with 8. That pitch down low. And Levine also amongst the leaders in RBIs, now up to 35. Team leaders, Caroline Osmond with 36. And this is hit in the air, towards the fence, off the fence. Another run is in.
Wow. This is exactly what the Hillers need to do in this moment. Bottom of the second, they're getting and clawing their way back to tying this game. Still down 3 runs, but they're getting those hits that they need.
And we'll get a courtesy runner.
Sophia Gastonway stepping in.
Addie Walls set to step to the plate. It's now a 7-4 game, and all this damage being done with 2 outs.
See if Addie Walls can continue this pattern of deep hits, touching the fence. See if she can get it over it.
And she gets a good piece of this one, and that is going to be a hit. Throw to third to get the lead runner. They'll get her. So Osmond thrown out, trying to advance.
Not sure if that was the right call to advance to the third.
You know, they like to take risks on the base. They took one there. It didn't pan out.
That throw to third was very early, and then they got her out with ease. But nonetheless, Hiller's getting 3 runs in that inning.
Yeah, 3 big runs. We'll head to the top of the third. It's a 7-4 game on HCAM.
Saturday morning cartoons are back. Every Saturday at 8 a.m., HCAM's Toon Time has an hour of classic cartoons, from Betty Boop to Superman to Popeye to Bugs Bunny and more. You'll see your old favorites and discover new ones. So tune in to Toon Time, Saturdays at 8, and start your weekend off with a laugh.
Welcome back to the Hopkinton High School turf fields. It is a 7-4 game. We are set for the top of the third. Erica Lavelle to start things off with your play-by-play. Here is my broadcast partner, Colby Crum.
Yep, we got batters 8-9 and then top of the order for 1. Stomberg delivers a first strike with that pitch. What an exciting game it's been. It seemed to be like Hillers were seesawing and then putting themselves in a hole, but now they're only down 3. Let's see if they can keep that momentum. But this one will be popped up, but put fouled. So 0-2 count to start off the top of the third. Good start from Stomberg against Lavelle.
Well, Colby, you can tell this is going to be a high-scoring affair here today. Both of these teams are making incredible contact.
Yeah, only 3 runs in and 11 runs scored combined from these two teams. As Stomberg delivers a ball, that one's high. So a 1-2 count to open up the third, still 0 outs.
Now the big question mark is, can they get a few innings that end quickly with Stomberg? She's already thrown a lot of pitches.
This one will be fouled and the backstop.
That's her 65th pitch of the game, so you want to get some quick innings here after the first 2 innings were quite lengthy.
Exactly. The 1-2 count remains. Let's see if she can get that third strike. Here's Stomberg with the pitch. Swing and a miss.
There's a good start.
Great strikeout, as you can hear some of the fans gaining that energy. That's 1 away, top of the third.
And that is her 4th strikeout of the game. Bella Bennett, the catcher, now stepping in.
Let's see if Stomberg can get in her groove in this third inning without allowing any runs, because she's allowed runs both in the first and second inning. As you said, Bennett at the plate. Here's Stomberg with a pitch. That one's low. 1-0 count.
Yeah, I think Stomberg has adjusted to the strike zone here today. It's a lower strike zone, so she's trying to keep the ball at that level.
This one will be fouled to the left.
And that is foul. Finally just rolled foul. That nearly stayed fair
Almost
off
like
that line.
a bunt, but yeah, Bennett was ready to run right through as she should. But Rolicky knew to let that roll foul and not worry about it.
Yeah, you picked that up too quick. That could be a problem.
So a 1-1 count with 1 out. Another ball. 2-1.
Slightly inside, says the home plate umpire.
Stomberg unloads. That one's high. It's 3-1 count. Against Bennett, letting that one go. Good decision by her. Stomberg really needs to avoid the walk with this pitch, but she won't be able to do so as Bennett will take first. We'll go to the top of the order with Hollingsworth. So Emma Hollingsworth will be at the plate. Bennett advances to first from the walk. Still 1 out.
Well, Colby, if there's one thing we know, as long as the Hillers can get their act together defensively and keep having some good pitching, they are capable of a comeback. We've seen them do it before.
Definitely. But this one will roll right to the shortstop, but it gets away from Davenport. Bennett heads to third. Hollingsworth stays at first.
And that's an error you can't have.
Wow, another error that puts the Lancers in scoring position.
Yeah, throw a little off the mark from the shortstop there, Levine.
Malden Catholic just able to get on base every inning. Hillers need to break that pattern, but at this point they just need to not allow any more scoring. Still 1 out. Stomberg with the pitch. That one's low.
Yeah, I mean, so far the story of this game for the Hillers has been untimely errors.
Callie and Topo at the plate. Another low pitch, 2-0 count. It looks like he called it a strike. So it'll be 1-1.
That was a strike. 1-1.
I'm adjusting to the slow strike zone as well. Stomberg. This one's low, so it'll be a 2-1 count. Runners on both first and third. Bennett got the third from that error made by Davenport. This one's high.
Yeah, I mean, if you make that play instead of first and third with 1 out, you're dealing with a runner on first and 2 outs. Big difference.
Yeah, so a 3-1 count. Stomberg had that strikeout with the first batter, but now in a bad position. This one will be fouled, so full count.
This is a huge pitch here.
Yeah, very important how the rest of this inning will be determined. Stomberg unwinds. Another foul. Great battle between Stomberg and Ntapo.
And Topo so far, sacrifice RBI, and also a ground out.
Stomberg with the pitch. Low. So the bases are now loaded with 1 out.
Well, you got nowhere else to put them, so you got to make sure you stay in that strike zone with Lila Hollingsworth coming in. Dangerous part of the batting order for Malden Catholic.
So the other Hollingsworth steps on the plate. This one will be hit up high to the right fielder. Vallis makes the grab. She gets home, but the runner safe, goes to third, safe again. Malden Catholic scores for sacrifice.
Yeah, that throw slightly off the mark. So a job well done by Hollingsworth as she gets the sacrifice fly out. And Bella Bennett ends up coming around, and now you got Hollingsworth up to third and Topo up to second and Riley Jones to the plate.
This one popped up but fouled. So the Lancers will take an 8-4 lead in the third. With Riley Jones at the plate. Stomberg with the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Big swing there by Riley.
So 0-2 counts. Stomberg with a pitch. Low, that one bounces. So 1-2 count with 2 outs. Stomberg, this one fouled yet again. Look out if you're running on the track. Runners on both second and third. That pitch will be high.
That just missed.
Just high. So a 2-2 count with 2 outs. Elin Stomberg, a very important couple pitches coming up. Here's one.
Oh.
That looks right in the middle. We approach a full count. This is a big one. It's either going to be bases loaded or we're going to go to the bottom of the third. Stomberg delivers. This one going along the foul line, and
That
it will
is
be a foul.
Yep. Wind picking up a little bit here at the turf fields.
Factor to look out for these batters looking at the ball. Still have a full count. Here's Stomberg. That's
There
a
it is.
strikeout.
That was a big strikeout there. And, you know, to get out of that inning only giving up 1 run after a untimely error, that is certainly a small victory, I'd say.
Hillers with a chance to get more of a comeback and close the lead that they've given up. So we'll see if they can do that in the bottom of the third as you are live on HCAM.
Bay Path may have outgrown its space, but not its mission. We need your help to build a new facility that matches our capabilities and dedication. Join us and help ensure we can continue to provide exceptional care and find loving homes for animals for years and years to come. Thank you.
Welcome back to coverage of the round of 16 on HCAM. Hopkinton Hillers coming up to the plate. Tom Nappy, Colby Crum on the call, Dave McCarthy on camera, and right now on play-by-play, here is Colby.
Very entertaining game so far with runs every inning and at the top and the bottom so by both teams. Let's see if the Hillers can keep that pattern going with Bridget Rolicky, the 6, 7, 8 batters stepping up to the plate. But Rolicky with a .450 batting percentage and a TVL honorable mention. So had a great season. Let's see if she can continue that into the postseason in the Sweet 16 matchup. Parsons still at the plate. Here's the pitch. This will be hit up high but fouled to the right. 0-1 count to start us off in the bottom of the third.
So we've seen a few mistakes from the Hillers in the field, but if there's a lineup that can overcome those, it is this lineup. And by holding Malden Catholic to 1 run at the top of this inning, you really did yourself a good favor.
Here's Parsons. That's a second strike. So 0-2 count. Lancers trying to break this high-scoring pattern in the third. This one will be fouled yet again.
So the Hillers, they're making Parsons work a little bit as well. That's her 50th pitch of this game.
Rolicky making a lot of contact, just not being able to put it in play. Let's see if she can change that, facing an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. This one hit and put in play. That'll drop, and Rolicky gets the single.
That was a rocket into right field by Rolicky.
A lot of speed.
Nice way to start the inning for the Hillers.
Rolicky not having the best of games early on at third base, but she's able to make up for it and get some of that anger out with a powerful hit. Give the Hillers some momentum. So we'll have Eileen Stomberg, pitcher versus pitcher, as this one will be hit up high, but fouled yet again to the right. So a 0-1 count with still 0 outs to the bottom of the third. Stomberg with a very impressive season, over 100 strikeouts as just a freshman. That's low, so a 1-1 count. But as I was saying, she has a very, very bright future ahead on this Hillers volleyball team.
Well, she's been great with the bat as well, 375 batting average coming into this game.
Here's Parsons. Call it a strike. So 1-2 count. Parsons seems to be watching first, looking at Rolicky. Nonetheless, she steps up and delivers. This one high, so 2-2 count with still 0 outs. Here's the pitch. That one gets away from Parsons. Approach a full count. very important pitch coming up. Stomberg ready for the moment. Parsons with the pitch. That's high, so she'll get the walk. Rolicky advances the second. Stomberg gets to first. We'll have Callie Arthur, 8th hitter on this Hillers team, and center fielder will be approaching.
Callie Arthur's walked in her early plate appearance this game. Also scored a run in the second inning.
Looks to be like
We're gonna get a courtesy
Gastonway
runner.
step in as courtesy runner for Stomberg after the walk. Good decision by Coach Albry. A lot of speed from Sophia Gastonway. Still no outs. Callie Arthur up to the plate.
That's Ella Tedstone out there as a courtesy runner.
This one fouled. 0-1 counts. So yeah, Tedstone on first. I assume she also has great speed, as most of the Hillers do on this roster.
Absolutely. Yeah, Castagoy, she's going to be the designated courtesy runner for Caroline Osmond today.
This one will be hit and put in play. And Rolicky not making up her mind.
She has to go. She will score, but that was nearly out at third.
And now in a bit of a pickle.
Another run's going to come around. So it looked like they were just going to load the bases there, but then you had Rolicky at third already, and then Stomberg trying to advance to third. So she had to go home, so Rolicky scores, and then the throw was on the mark, but she did not get the tag in there in time, and you end up with 2 runs in that sequence.
Wow, what a sequence. Ella Tedstone with a good call to go home. Callie Arthur was between first and second, and that distraction was able to get Tedstone home. Seems like both coaches now meeting up with the umps discussing what just happened.
That was just total mayhem.
That was just a lot going on. And it looks like it'll stand, so 2 runs will score.
So hold everything here. They got 2 outs on the scoreboard. So that was, you got Arthur at first. Tedstone advances. So they got Tedstone at third. So that was an out. So they end up getting, it looks like 1 run on that play. So they doubled them up.
This one hit deep and put in play from Riesenberger. She'll go 2. Let's see if she heads to third. And she will. She's going to third. And she'll get a triple off of that. Kate Riesenberger. Powerful hit to deep center field. What an inning it's been as we just unpacked that 1 run by giving out 2 outs. So Hiller's down 8-5. Riesenberger at third. 2 outs. This is just a lot going on.
Certainly is. So that ended up being a 2-out play in that last sequence. So Rolicky ends up scoring, and then Stomberg and Arthur, they were both tagged out at third.
And Davenport hits this one deep. That one's gone! Ava Davenport with a home run.
A 2-run blast for Ava Davenport. It clears the right field fence, and the Hillers are right back in it. It is an 8-7 ball game.
Wow, Hiller's down 1 in the bottom of the third. What an inning it's been. Ava Davenport just adds to the chaos with a home run. That one cleared the fences into the trees. The Lancers had no answer.
So that is a huge blast for Ava, and that is her 3rd home run of the season.
Wow, no better time to get her 3rd. This one fouled from Alina Vallis.
We got ourselves a wild one, Colby.
This is, I'm almost lost for words yet again, but for different reasons. Hillers were down 7-1. Now they find themselves within 1, down 8-7. This one fouled yet again, almost hits Coach Albury. Good acrobatics by her, avoiding that one. 0-2 count off of 2 fouls.
She had to do a matrix kind of move
Yeah.
to get out of the way of that one.
Isabella Parsons, just not the inning she wants, giving up that home run to Davenport. But 2 outs and 2 strikes. Another foul from Vallis.
And after all that, bases are clear right now.
Yeah. That's going to be low and a ball. So 1-2 count with 2 outs. Bottom of the third. Hillers down 8-7 after a very chaotic inning so far. Parsons with the pitch. This one fouled yet again by Elena Vallis. You said before, Hillers has what it takes to get out of these positions and being able to get a comeback, and they're proving it right now, almost tying it up. Bottom of the third, still a lot of softball left to play. Here's Parsons with a pitch. This one hit up high into the clouds, right to the center fielder, and that'll be a fly out. So, inning will be over after a lot of chaos.
All right, so the Hillers, they end up plating 3 runs in that inning, right back in the game. It is 8-7 as we head to the top of the 4th on HCAM. Top of the 4th inning. It is an 8-7 game. Kobe Crum with the play-by-play as Chloe O'Neill steps in.
Chloe O'Neill steps in at first. Has to be shaking after that crazy inning. That pitch is low from Stomberg, so a 1-0 count to open up the top of the 4th, approaching the midpoint of this battle. Very close game it's been.
I couldn't predict how this game's going to end.
Yeah, that one is high. 2-0 count.
That last inning was just pure chaos.
That's the perfect word for it. It's just chaos, a little bit of confusion, but the bottom line is Hillers make it a closer game. Stomberg with a pitch, 3rd ball in a row. Needs to get a couple strikes. 3-0 count against O'Neill. 5, 6, and 7 batters. That's a strike. Exactly what Stomberg needs. So a 3-1 count. Stomberg delivers. This one's going to be hit right to Tenley Wynn. She'll get to first and make the play. So 1 out for the Hillers. So Maeve Hurley stepping up to the plate, right fielder. Stomberg could use another strikeout right now. Here's the pitch. That one's high. 1-0 count. Stomberg with the pitch. This one fouled. So we'll have a 1-1 count. Just an absolute chaotic inning from the third. Very high scoring battle. Stomberg. Swing and a miss. So a 1-2 count with 1 out in top of the fourth. Hurley wasn't able to connect from that one. She was late on the swing. Stomberg steps up. This one's high, so she evens up the count at 2. Fans very at the edge of their seats, as I am as well. It's been a very close back and forth game, as this one will be hit right to the second fielder, or the second baseman, so it'll be a 4-3 out.
That was a nice little flip to first there to get that second out.
It's Ava Davenport, so making plays, getting a home run, and then making a play to first.
Sorry to step on you there. I was just going to say, if you could get a smooth inning here and get back to the plate, you could really tip the momentum of this game.
All the Hillers want is to get back to that plate. It's Isabella Parsons, the pitcher, approaches the plate. That's called ball. Looked right in that zone to me, but it'll be a 1-0 count with 2 outs, top of the fourth. Here's the pitch from Stomberg. This one hit and fouled. So 1-1 count now. Here's Stomberg. Swing and a miss. Counts 1-2. One more strike needed for the Hillers to get away with this top of the fourth without allowing any runs. No team's been able to do that so far this game. Stomberg, that one's a bouncer. It'll be a ball low, so a 2-2 count now. Aline Stomberg with the pitch. This one's high, so we'll have a full count. Very important pitch coming up. Let's see if Stomberg can get a strikeout, get the Hillers away with this top of the fourth without allowing anything. Stomberg, that's a walk.
Oof. All right, so you give up a walk there. Just get it on this hitter and get out of the inning unscathed.
So Erica Lovell stepping up to the plate now.
There's going to be a little talk with Coach Alberry in the infield in this situation. Now with 2 outs, you're facing, you got Isabella Parsons on base, courtesy runner coming out for her. This is going to be a big steal threat. So the infield is going to have to be on the ball here. With 2 outs, you're really going to see Malden Catholic try to manufacture that run.
Albury probably giving her wisdom to this team, telling them to be ready for that and get the out when needed. As Parsons will be ready to steal if she sees the opportunity. Number 8 hitter Lovell stepping up to the plate with 2 outs, top of the fourth.
Lovell has struck out both times at the plate.
Let's see if Stomberg can make that 3. Here's the first pitch. That's high. Osmond was ready for it to check Parsons at first. Here's Stomberg. Another high pitch. 2-0 count. Same spot. Here's Stomberg. This one, another ball. That one was low. So 3-0 count.
Yeah, let's not forget, Stomberg has had to work hard to get through these innings.
Here's the pitch.
There's
this one's a strike.
Yeah, and on a hot day like today, too. I mean, it's really tough on pitchers, especially when they have to work hard to get through those innings.
I'm working up a sweat just standing here, so
Right.
I don't want to imagine what she's going through. And there's another pitch. This one popped up high, but will be fouled, so we have full count with 2 outs. Parsons on first from the walk. Stomberg to Lovell. That one's low. We'll look for a steal. Well, actually, it's going to be a walk anyways. So Lovell will head the first. Parsons advances the second. Stomberg putting herself in a harder position now. So we'll approach the final 9th batter, Bonnet. Stomberg needs to shake it off.
Stomberg up to 100 pitches already.
It's a lot of work for her. And here's another. Believe that one was called a ball. So a 1-0 count with runners on both first and second.
Yeah, we're only in the 4th inning, and you got 100 pitches.
This one popped up high. Going to the right field. Center fielder, Callie Arthur, she gets the out. Hillers don't allow any runs in the top of the 4th. Down 1 run. Let's see if they can even it up as we head to the bottom of the 4th live on HCAM.
By viewers like you and by Western Nurseries. Since 1923, Western Nurseries has been rooted in a passion for plants and community. The family business has grown from its beginnings in Weston to become a trusted name across Massachusetts. Western Nurseries offers one of the area's best selections of hardy landscape-sized plants, quality gardening and hardscape products, and expert advice you can trust. With locations throughout the region and over a century of experience, Western Nursery continues to help communities grow beautifully.
This program is brought to you in part by TVLSports.net. You can view the standings, stories, pictures, highlights, and more about the 12 teams in the Tri-Valley League at TVLSports.net. TVLSports.net is an independent news and media website reporting on the TVL and is not associated with the MIAA, Tri-Valley League, or any town or school. Welcome back. We are ready for the bottom of the 4th. Some changes to tell you about. We got Maria Martinez now at first base. New pitcher is Lila Hollingsworth.
That's a swing and a miss by Zoe Levine,
who was originally the shortstop. And then Chloe O'Neill, who was the first baseman, is now the shortstop.
So, yeah, the Lancers adjusting to that chaotic inning. A lot of runs given up, especially that home run by Ava Davenport that got her and Kate Riesenberger home. It's Levine facing a 1-1 count.
Pitch inside, 2-1. Yeah, you got Levine, Osmond, and Walsdo up. So this is a huge part of the order for the Hillers to.
A lot of opportunity against this pitcher. See if they can get a feel for her. As it'll be a 3-1 count. Got used to her pitching style from Hollingsworth, who played shortstop previously. Hollingsworth with the pitch. That'll be a walk. So Levine advances the first. So I'll have Caroline Osmond, MVP, stepping up to the plate.
Osmond having a good game. She has reached both times at the plate.
The .534 batting average. She has to be feared, especially from Hollingsworth. Just her second batter she's faced today.
She was hit by a pitch in the first and singled in the second.
A big swing and a miss.
See, this is a time where I wish I had the Malden Catholic stats so I could see what this pitcher has to offer and what the situation is.
I guess we'll have to see for ourselves. This one goes right to Hollingsworth. She'll look for the double play. She'll get one at 2, but it's safe at first. They'll call it out.
It?
Wow.
They're going to say that she doubled them up.
Wow, double play from the Lancers. That one was close.
Oh, no, hold on.
Are they calling it safe?
She's still at first, so maybe they did call her safe.
Albury rushes to the ump.
But she could just be awaiting the umpires to confirm. So let's see here.
Osmond gave it all she had to get to first. Osmond's staying for now, so we'll see what the call is. Definitely an out on second, so there'll be 1 out. We'll see if it's 2.
Yeah, so
and
it is 2.
2. So a double play by the Lancers.
So let's see, that's going to be a 1-4-3 double play.
Wow.
You don't see that often.
No, you don't. Hollingsworth putting her name in. It's Addie Walls at the plate. 1-0 count. With now 2 outs after that double play. So a lot of scoring earlier on, but this 4th inning's yet to see any. This one will be low, so 2-0 count.
I'll tell you, Hollingsworth looks to have some good velocity.
She looks to have a good game sense as well. That one got some crowd reactions. It looks to be a ball. So a 3-0 count. It looked pretty good. Clearly the Lancer fans felt the same. As this one's hit high, that will be a diving play.
What a catch!
Wow, Lancers get 3 outs to a diving play by center fielder rushing to that one, eating it up with her glove and setting us to the 5th after a scoreless 4th inning. So the Lancers will still lead 8-7 as we're live on HCAM.
I'll tell you, that was one of the more impressive defensive plays I've seen. What a dive by Emma Hollingsworth to make that catch. That was impressive.
More impressive plays to come. So approaching the 5th inning, Lancers lead 8-7.
Top of the 5th inning. It has been a wild one. Tom Nappy on the call alongside Colby Crum, Dave McCarthy on camera. Top of the order for Malden Catholic. Emma Hollingsworth at the plate.
Scoreless 4th inning, so maybe another calm before a storm. See if the Hillers can keep that peace in the top of the 5th, but then get some big hits in the bottom to even up this game.
Here's the 1-0, and this is driven up the left side, bobbled by the shortstop. She's going to be safe.
That was Levine.
And we'll see. Let's see what they score this as on our handy-dandy game changer. It's debatable, error, single. They're going to score a single, so that's what I'll do as well. That was a tough play to make. Katie and Topo steps in. As that sun's starting to set. That pitch a bit inside.
So already a runner on first.
There's a strike, 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
That was a powerful swing. She really wanted that one.
And Topo, this is her 5th plate appearance.
Jeez. That's when you know it's a high scoring.
Excuse me, 4th plate appearance.
Still.
And she'll put this one in the air, left side, and caught.
Great play by Kate Wiesenberger, especially with the sun right in her face. Was able to step up and make the play.
That'll bring up Lila Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth has reached twice today and had a sacrifice RBI in the 3rd. She's also scored a pair of runs. And she took over as pitcher. Wind up and the pitch. Here's a strike, 0-1.
Stomberg, a lot of pitches today, so let's see if that is going to play a factor in these later innings. But so far, she's been stepping up to the challenge of this fatigue.
Wind up and the pitch. And a ball there, 1-1. Yes, Stomberg up to 120 pitches.
Wow.
Wind up and the pitch.
Still a lot of innings left to play.
Yeah, once you get past that 100 mark, you know, you get a little tired.
But it's playoffs, so she might have to just fight through it.
And that pitch inside. Well, hopefully she had a good breakfast.
Pre-game snack goes a long way.
3-1 the count. Wind up and the pitch. And this is hit in the air towards the fence. That's gone.
Wow. Lancers just putting in the hammer, answering Davenport's previous home run as they gather along home plate. Powerful hit. Cleared the fence yet again, right into the soccer goal. So that's one the Hillers need to claw their way back from yet again.
Lila Hollingsworth absolutely hammered that pitch. And there was no doubt about that one. It's a 2-run game now with Riley Jones coming to the plate. Or excuse me, a 3-run game. So that was a 2-run shot. Yeah, you had Emma Hollingsworth at first, so that was sister driving sister in with that 2-run homer.
I'll be talking about that one at dinner.
Wind up and the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Another big swing.
So what I'm gathering about Lila Hollingsworth, she's kind of the do-it-all on this Malden Catholic team. She could pitch, she could hit, she could field, and she has been a huge asset in this game for the Lancers. This is hit in the air to left field and caught.
Another big play by Wiesenberger. But yeah, the Hillers need to find an answer and one quickly for Hollingsworth, especially if she's going to be on the mound the rest of the game. Need to get some hits, especially giving up that 2-run homer. They find themselves down 3 in the 5th inning.
Here's Chloe O'Neill to the plate. So far she has walked, doubled, and grounded out. And she puts this one on the ground. That's going to get through, and that'll be a 2-out single.
Just a lot of just great hits by this Malden Catholic team. They're not afraid to step up to the challenge, especially after giving up a lot of unanswered runs, but they put a few of their own, and they're really putting their mark in this 5th inning.
Maeve Hurley set to step in, 0 for 2 with a walk. There's a strike, 0-1.
Great velocity on that one by Eileen Stomberg.
She winds and deals, and this is a little trickler up the middle, picked up by Stomberg. Throw to first, not a problem. 1-3 for out number 3, but Malden Catholic gets 2 more runs as Lila Hollingsworth crushes one past the center left fence, and it's a 10-7 game as we head to the bottom of the 5th on HCAM. We are into the bottom of the 5th, a 10-7 Malden Catholic lead. Bridget Rolicki stepping in, and first pitch hit to the third baseman. Throw is going to get through, and she's going to keep on going.
Exactly what the Hillers need. As I mentioned to you off camera, it's getting to crunch time. Hillers need to be scoring, and those errors are going to help them out. Rolicki gets the second.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen too many errors from the Malden Catholic defense, but that one a big one, an errant throw from the third baseman. Now you got Elin Stomberg stepping in with a runner on second. Callie Arthur is due up next.
Look to be high on that first pitch.
I was being blinded by the sun on that one.
Sun playing a factor more for us than them.
That pitch up high.
2 high balls in a row.
Down low.
Rolicki told her the idea of looking for third. She's ready to pounce.
Big 3-0 pitch here. And this is up the right side and foul. Well, it's rare that you would swing on a 3-0 pitch, but she tries it there. Must have really liked what she saw.
Rolicki 92% on steals this season, 11 for 12, so she is not afraid to go for third if she seizes the opportunity.
Down low, and the walk drawn. 2 on, no outs. Callie Arthur to the plate.
Hillers threatening the score more and more as the senior step up, ready to make an impact.
We got a courtesy runner. That's gonna be number 8, I think I saw. We'll have to get the lowdown on who that is. I believe that was a call up. In any case, Callie Arthur a chance to do some big damage here. First pitch to Callie is going to be a ball, 1-0. That one down low. Callie telling the runners to hold. Wind up and the pitch. There's a strike.
So number 8, you said that would be Ella Tedstone.
Ah, okay. I had her listed as number 6. I believe there was an early season number change with her. 3-1 the count. And a strike there, full count now.
Very important pitch coming up. If she gets the walk, it'll be bases loaded. But she'll get the strikeout.
That was a big pitch, and there's out number 1. Kate Riesenberger stepping in. She's grounded out and tripled so far today. And she will look to get another hit here in a crucial situation.
Wiesenberger making a lot of big plays today at left field. Some crucial catches with the sun in her eye.
1-0 the count. And she gets a piece of this one to right field. It's caught. Runners will stay put. 2 big outs there, but you have the always dangerous Ava Davenport stepping to the plate.
So we're back to the top of the order. Davenport, a big threat on this Hillers roster.
Davenport, a pair of walks and a 2-run blast in the 3rd inning. And she has scored 3 runs today. Wind up and the pitch. Oh, she couldn't hold her swing there. Strike 1. Oh, she did hold okay.
She got a bit lucky there. I thought she went full rotation on that swing, but the ump will bail her out.
And that one is going to get through. Runners advance. So now it's runners on 2nd and 3rd.
Another mistake made by the Lancers. Hillers putting themselves in a better position to score now. Rolicky on 3rd.
So that'll go down as a wild pitch. 2-0 the count. And she gets a piece of this one right back to the pitcher. Throw to first, and they get the 3rd out. A crucial out for Malden Catholic. No damage done despite 2 reaching with no outs. And we will head to the top of the 6th. The score remains Malden Catholic 10, the Hillers 7 on HCAM. HCAM programming is supported by our viewers. Thank you. And by WPC Pest Control. Don't tolerate, eliminate your pest problem. Find them online at nobugsnopests.com. Welcome back to the Hopkinton High School turf fields. We are ready for the top of the 6th inning. 7, 8, and 9 hitters due up for Malden Catholic. Isabella Parsons, Erica Lovell, and Bella Bennett.
Hillers really can't afford to give up any more runs. Aline Stomberg needs to be at the top of her game in these final couple innings. Even though she's had a lot of pitches today, needs to just accept it and fight against it. She delivers her first one in the 6th.
And that's a strike, 0-1. Isabella has grounded out and walked twice today. Wind up and the pitch. There's a bunt. Slow roller. Rolicki picks it up. Throw to first. Got her! A nice play there and a good stretch by the first baseman. 5-3, 4-out number one. And that'll bring up Erica Lovell. That was just a great reaction by Rolicki. A very tough play to make. And then a good stretch by Tenley Wynn over at first to corral it in.
Well, look, what? What are they calling it now?
Whoa. Are they going to say that the foot came off the bag?
Wow.
I don't know about that one.
See the Malden Catholic bench or dugout cheering. Must be the only answer. At least,
I guess they're going to say the foot came off the bag. That's the only excuse I could think of.
Coach Albury looks livid from where I'm standing, reasonably so. I just don't see how you can call that an out and then change your mind on a play that close.
Right. I mean, what, all of a sudden you saw the foot come off the bag?
Wow, that is a questionable call.
Because she didn't beat it out. The throw got there in time.
Definitely got there on time. I agree with you on that. Wow. Wow. I guess it continues on.
In any case, this is a slow roller. They get the tag. Throw to first. Double them up.
Wow. Wow. That's one of those ball don't lie moments. Hillers answer and a very questionable call. They get the double play after getting a tag. And then the throw to first. Tenley Wynn. What a way to redeem themselves. That was a great play by the Hillers.
Maybe that was some karma or something.
It was some due diligence after that ump made that call. I just don't see how you have a runner advance to first, get the throw, call it safe, and then call it out. That's such a tough call to make. You can't switch that up based off of just pure observation, especially we don't even have any replays here.
Here's the 1-0. That pitch down, or in there for a strike, 1-1. Bella Bennett has singled twice and flown out today. Wind up and the pitch. And a big swing and a miss there. 1-2.
This has really been a game of momentum, and Hillers getting that double play could be the spark that they need. If they can just get out the top of the sixth scoreless and then get a big opportunity to tie up this game in the final 2 innings, it's exactly what they need.
Swing and a miss. There's strike 3. And just like that, we're heading to the bottom of the 6th on HCAM. HCAM Sports is supported by our viewers and by the Dentist at Hopkinton. The Dentist at Hopkinton provides services including comprehensive dental care, same-day crowns, facial aesthetics, periodontal care, cosmetic dentistry, and implant dentistry. The Dentist at Hopkinton is located at 77 Main Street and online at hopdent.com. Bottom of the 6th inning. We are getting down into the final moments of this game. Elena Vallis, Zoe Levine, and Caroline Osmond do up.
It's been one heck of a game so far. Even if the Hillers are down 3 runs right now, they certainly have the chance to tie or even take the lead just in one inning.
There's been a good highlight in like every inning of this game.
It really has. Even if there's no runs scored, just seen by that double play at the top of the 6th after that questionable call. And what a battle it's been between this 10 and 7 seed matchup.
Absolutely, that pitch a little high. 2-0 the count. Yeah, I mean, no matter what way this game ends, it's certainly one of those instant classics, I would say. Ball 3. Or excuse me, that's a strike 2-1 on Vallis. Vallis is 1 for 3 so far today. Pops this one up, and it is caught.
Almost a miscommunication, but they were able to make the grab. Four of the members were coming together for that one ball, but looks to be like the second baseman got it. Hard to even tell by the amount of runners that approached that.
Here comes Levine to the plate. She has singled, tripled, and walked so far today. Wind up and the pitch. That one a little high, 1-0. Make that 2-0. And down low there. 3-0 now.
So if I'm Levine, I'm probably not going to swing. You really want to walk, unless it's right in front of her. And she won't, but she'll take the strike.
3-1. You are correct. On a 3-0, the rule is you pretty much don't want to swing. Make the pitcher work for it, and she'll make her work for it there and draw the walk.
Yeah, that was a low pitch by Hollingsworth, having a great game all around from that pitcher, but a walk is exactly what the Hillers need.
Here's Caroline Osmond to the plate, the cleanup hitter. She's been hit by a pitch, singled, and grounded out so far today. Takes that one up high, 1-0. Lila Hollingsworth came into the game in the 4th inning and has kind of calmed down this Hiller lineup a bit, but this is hit in the air towards the right field fence. See you later.
Wow. This is a ball game.
A 2-run blast by Caroline Osmond.
Hillers within 1, bottom of the 6th. This is anyone's game in the Sweet 16.
Wow! Just when they needed it, Caroline Osmond comes through. It's a 1-run game. Addie Walls due up next.
What a back and forth battle it's been in a very high scoring matchup. You just never know what's going to happen. You can't count either team out.
4th home run of the season for Osmond. Could come at a better time.
So you got Davenport's 3rd and Osmond's 4th just in this game alone. Stepping up right when they need it. Both seniors seizing the opportunity to make a play.
Here's the 1-0. Down low, 2-0. Addie Walls has hit a .379 since coming, during the season. She was available early on, but puts this one in the air towards the fence for side. A solo shot for Addie Walls, back-to-back home run.
Addie Walls ties it up at 10 with a home run. The bottom of the 6th. Wow, back-to-back home runs from Osmond now to Walls. Well, what a performance on the plate from the Hillers.
We got ourselves a brand new ball game. Caroline Osmond with a 2-run shot. Addie Walls follows up with a solo shot. It is 10-10.
Hollingsworth and the rest of the Lancers at the mound speechless. That is just incredible by the Hillers being able to tie it up this late in the game. They have all the momentum now. I imagine they could take the lead. And even if they don't, they have all the pressure against the Lancers.
Bridget Rolecki set to step in. Still only one out in the inning.
And she has the opportunity to make it 3 home runs in a row. Very strong hitter for the Hillers.
Let's see, we may have a new pitcher. It looks like we will. So we're going to get a new pitcher. That's going to be Isabella Parsons coming in to pitch. And she was the starting pitcher. So it looks like she's going to come back out there. And you are allowed to sub back in your pitcher.
Yeah, I'm not used to that. I actually
softball.
didn't know that was a rule.
Yeah. So we'll have Isabella Parsons take back over. It's a 10-10 game in the 6th inning. You are tuned in to the round of 16 on HCAM.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To
Welcome back, and not much warm-up needed for Isabella Parsons, who started this game.
So we'll have a 1-1 count against Rolecki.
So in case you missed it, Caroline Osmond, a 2-run blast, made it a 1-run game, and then Addie Walls ties it up, and this is it in the air to the fence.
Wow!
And it's gone!
3 in a row!
Wow! Unbelievable!
Bridget Rolecki, third baseman and junior for the Hillers, picks up the home run.
All of a sudden, the home run derby has broken out.
And get this, first home run of the season for Bridget Rolecki. What a time to get her first.
That went off the top of the fence, and the Hillers have claimed the lead.
Wow. Just lost for words.
I've been announcing games for a long time. I don't think I've ever seen 3 home runs in a row.
Wow, I mean,
That was unbelievable.
I guess I'm just the lucky charm.
I guess
First
so.
ever Sweet 16 game. I got to see 3 home runs in a row. The Lancers just don't seem to have an answer even after switching pitchers. They just don't know what to do against this strong hitting Hiller lineup.
Back-to-back-to-back home runs.
And they are still human.
And we forgot there's a ball game going on.
Yeah, that will be a ground out.
Ground out there for Stomberg. 2 away. That's going to bring up Callie Arthur.
It's a 4-3 out.
Wow. That's all I can say right now. That was unreal. So Parsons comes back in, and no problem, says Bridget Rolecki.
What a way to get your first home run on the season. I wonder how many home runs she has in her career. Definitely the most impactful one.
And that pitch a little high. So the good news is next inning, that's going to put Malden Catholic down to their final 3 outs.
And what a way this energy has shifted. Hiller's holding all the momentum.
And a swing and a miss there, 1-2. Wind up and the pitch, and this is driven into left field. That's going to drop for a hit.
Hiller's just seemed to be hitting the ball at the perfect spot. Being able to get in bases and home runs a lot in this 6th inning.
Well, the one thing I said earlier is that if there's any lineup that can overcome some fielding mishaps and a deficit, it's this one. And here's Kate Riesenberger. Swing and a miss there, a big swing, 0-1.
4 runs scored in this inning. Hillers were down 10-7, and they able to take the lead.
Wind up and the pitch. A swing and a miss.
Another big swing by Riesenberger. She wants in on that home run action.
She winds and deals, fouled into the backstop. 0-2 the count. Wind up and the pitch, up high. 1-2.
I've been watching baseball and softball on TV for quite some time. Never have I seen 3 home runs in a row.
I've seen it in a few major league games, but it is rare.
Very rare.
I don't think I've seen it in high school softball, though, I'll tell you that. Wind up and the pitch. Just outside. That's going to fill up the count. Hillers still threatening for more. She winds and deals. Fouled away. Runner will retreat. Wind up and the pitch. That's fouled into the backstop. Count remains full. And this is popped high up, right side, and caught for the third out, but not before a very rare occurrence of a trifecta of home runs puts the Hillers on top 11-10. We head to the top of the 7th. Malden Catholic down to their final 3 outs. Coming up next on HCAM. Top of the 7th, Malden Catholic all of a sudden down to their final 3 outs after back-to-back-to-back home runs by the Hillers. Top of the order, however. That pitch in there for a strike.
Reminder, the winner of this game plays at the 2-seed Central Catholic. Imagine that game will be later in this week or possibly the weekend.
Here's the 0-1. A little high there, 1-1.
Lancers trying to get some cheers going from their dugout after this energy completely shifting.
Well, this game far from over. I mean, you got a dangerous part of the Malden Catholic order coming up. So hopefully Elin is on her A game for this inning.
She needs to be a lot of pitches. I mean, you could see that the Lancers switch pitchers and switched back, but Stomberg's been there the whole time.
Here's the 2-1. And this is hit in the air over towards the fence. That's going to drop. Here she goes to second base, and that's where she'll stay. It's a leadoff double for Hollingsworth, and we aren't done yet.
No, you can't ever sit tight A lot of these balls just like to go over the fence. 4 home runs today, 3 by the Hillers. So don't get too comfortable. Hillers only up by 1 run.
Here's Callie and Topo. She's going to bunt, and that's foul. 0-1 the count. A little bit of wind coming in. Wind up and the pitch, and this is hit in the air right side, and that is foul.
That one was close.
It certainly was.
Hillers lucky that one was right at the foul line. Wind definitely starting to pick up a little in this final inning.
Add to the drama, right? Hit in the air towards center field, caught, one away.
Zoe Levine, with the amount of pressure building up, any play matters.
Well, dangerous hitter alert, Lila Hollingsworth coming to the plate.
She was pitching earlier, got the boot after giving up those 2 home runs, then Rolicky got the 3rd off of Parsons.
Oh, we're gonna get an intentional walk. So they intentionally walk Lila Hollingsworth. 2 on, 1 out. And now here's the cleanup hitter, Riley Jones.
I don't mind that decision, but Hillers need to be at the top of their game now. No errors at this point, late in the game.
And this is popped up, foul out of play. I think that's the right call there with what Lila has done in this game.
Especially how many of these balls like to go over that fence today.
But you do have 1 out with 2 on, so that pitch down low. 1-1. Wind up and the pitch, down low. 2-1 now. And another pitch down low.
That one was close. Stomberg needs a strikeout. She can't afford to have the bases loaded in the top of the 7th.
3-1 the count.
Come on, Aline.
And she swings bravely there, fouled away.
This might be one of the most important pitches in the game. Full count, strikeout, be huge. The walk would load up the bases.
Huge pitch here. Fouled away.
Suspense intensifies. This batter won't seem to go away.
I don't know if I've had many more games that were more suspenseful than this. Ooh, it's gonna be a walk.
That one was close.
Very close.
Bases are now loaded.
Chloe O'Neill set to step in. Bases loaded, 1 out.
Only 1 out. Wouldn't be surprised by a sacrifice.
There's a strike.
Let's see if Stomberg can get back in her groove.
Up high. 1-1. Well, there's no place to put them, so you can't give up a walk for the rest of this inning, essentially. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Huge pitch. You could see all the infielders ready to make the fast grab for an out.
fouled away.
Wolke, Levine, Davenport, and Wynn need to be having their head on a swivel. The reaction time needs to be very quick. This ball is going to be coming right at them if it's a line drive.
This is popped up, foul out of play. The battle continues. Count remains 1-2 on Chloe O'Neill. And this is hit in the air over to center field. Caught. Runner from third gonna tag. The throw is off the mark and the run scores. Here comes another run. And Malden Catholic has taken the lead.
Caroline Osmond just tagged her out just now, so maybe she thinks she didn't touch the plate. That throw was right to the plate, but it wasn't where someone was. Wow, what a game it's been.
So that was a sacrifice flyout by Chloe O'Neill, but 2 runs end up coming around, and just like that, Malden Catholic has the lead. Navy Hurley at the plate. Still got a runner on third as Malden Catholic looks to add more. There's a strike. So that's going to put the Hillers down to their final 3 outs in the bottom of the 7th.
This energy has just been seesawing all game long.
This has been an unbelievable game. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. This is what the state tournament's all about.
What a Sweet 16 matchup. Tell you, Catholic Memorial needs to be ready for either of these 2 teams.
Up high, 2-2. Yeah, so that throw home was a little off the mark, but then the Hillers kind of caught sleeping there, and Hollingsworth was able to come around for that additional run. You got to get that ball to the plate in that situation. There's strike 3, but Malden Catholic claims the lead as they plate 2 runs, putting the Hillers down to their final 3 outs in the bottom of the 7th, coming up next on HCAM.
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Be great.
It all comes down to this. Bottom of the 7th, Malden Catholic leading 12-11. Top of the order coming up for the Hillers. Ava Davenport, Elena Vallis, Zoe Levine due up.
And you know it's a good game when you say both teams are down to their final 3 outs. Very back and forth. Ava Davenport, even if she can get on base, she's known for stealing. She can put the Hillers in that scoring position, so don't count them out yet. Bottom of the 7th, as you said, Tom, all comes down to this.
She's going to bunt, and there's strike 1.
Really leaned into that one.
So what they want to do here is just get Ava on base, and she can cause mayhem on the base paths. And that's ball one, 1-1.
Yeah, it was a ball. It was a good eye by Davenport, avoiding that 0-2 count.
Ball two. The one thing you want to do here is make Parsons work. She's had a bit of trouble finding that strike zone.
Not to mention, she pitched a lot in the beginning of this game, so her arm is not fresh.
Right. That's going to make it 3-1.
Another good eye by Davenport.
So I'm holding the bat here if I'm Ava.
Exactly. If she can get on base, that'll be huge for the Hillers.
And a big swing there. And that was a good call on that swing. That would have been a strike anyway. Full count.
Moments like these will define the rest of the game.
And she drives this one into center field. That'll get down for a leadoff single.
Hillers showing some spark in this final inning. I won't be surprised if Davenport looks for second or third, but at the same time, they don't want to get caught. So it'll be interesting to see what tactics she takes and what advice she gets from Coach Albury.
Elena Vallis stepping in. Vallis is 1 for 4 with a single. Takes that one high.
Hillers have 3 home runs on the day. 4 home runs, sorry. So let's see if they can make that 5.
And trying to get into a bit of a pickle there, playing some head games.
The Lancers were ready. They threw it right to second. Didn't let Davenport even toy with the idea of stealing.
It's a 3-0 count. There's a strike.
Smart decision to not swing, even if that was in the box.
I'm still not swinging here. And the walk is drawn. Or is it? Did he call that a strike? I guess he did.
Well, nonetheless, we got a steal, or let's see if that stands as well from Davenport. She's at second right now. A lot of fans confused with the call, but it looks to be a strike, but Davenport's still at second, so she'll get the mark for a steal.
And this is hit in the air over to right center. It's caught. Runner at second stays put. Throw to third.
Good decision. That was a powerful throw to third. She might have been out. Davenport stays.
Here we go. Zoe Levine stepping to the plate. And then you have the one who began the trifecta of 6th-inning home runs, Caroline Osmond.
So Hillers down to their final 2 outs, needing to stay alive with a run.
And this is hit in the air, caught! And that's 2 outs.
Ooh, Davenport was right next to her. Luckily, she was able to get to second, avoid the double play.
Well, here's Caroline Osmond. Let's see what they do with her. Are they going to let her hit here?
Fate of the season comes down to Caroline Osmond's hands.
It looks like they're going to pitch to her.
Interesting decision by the Lancers. Maybe they'll walk her.
All right, they're going to talk it over. They're going to talk some strategy here. 2 outs, runner on second. Caroline Osmond coming to the plate. It just doesn't get any crazy.
It doesn't. I mean, what an inning it's been. And what a game it's been.
If you look up the definition of a crazy game, there should be a picture of this game.
Yeah, it's been an instant classic in the Sweet 16 matchup. 10 versus 7 seed. You knew it was going to be a close one. Both have 18-3 records coming into this game. Couldn't be a better matchup.
Certainly could not. So it looks like they're going to intentionally walk Caroline Osmond. So they're going to pitch to Addie Walls.
She had a home run last time she was up.
Here comes Sofia Castangue, the courtesy runner. Addie Walls had the second home run of the home run sequence in the 6th.
So now the fate of the season will go to Addie Walls' hands.
Takes a ball, 1-0. Hit high in the air, left side, it is caught! And that's your ball game.
Wow. That one hit the very top of the glove, so almost got away from the left fielder.
Wow. I mean, that is a tough one to take if you're the Hillers, to have back-to-back-to-back home runs in the 6th, take the lead, but yet fall short. I mean,
it just can't end like
this. Unreal.
It was Jordan Sikora, the left fielder, made the final play, number 21, for the Lancers. Wow, what a season it's been.
Well, I'll tell you, Colby, I mean, this is a tough loss, but this group should not hang their heads. They had an unbelievable season.
Yeah, they have a lot of juniors returning. They have a freshman with Aline Stomberg, very impressive on the mound today. Even though she gave up 12 runs, I mean, it was one of those games where you knew it was going to be high scoring. So Hillers have a shot next year. They'll suffer a 12-11 loss in the round of 16.
Well, I'll tell you, this is a game that I think both teams will remember for a long time. And obviously the Hillers would have liked it to end in a different way, but what a ball game it was out there today between two very talented programs, and it was just an all-out battle. And pretty much every team had to give it their absolute all in this one, and I'd say both teams left it all on the field, and just what a battle. What an absolute battle.
And I just want to say what an honor it's been. I mean, this is my 5th game announcing Hillers softball, and definitely the best one at that. And I saw a walk-off home run or walk-off RBI by Addie Walls, so there's been some impressive games, but this one was just a back-and-forth battle. You could see the momentum shifting every inning, even every at-bat sometimes, 3 home runs in a row, but getting to know these players, getting to know the coach, I mean, I hope to do the same next year, but...
well, we hope to have you back, and it was a pleasure calling this game with you as well as the entirety of this great playoff run.
Yeah, so I believe that's the final Hiller team to fall in the postseason. So I guess the spring athletics season is over and we'll catch you in the fall. But, I mean, all around from all the athletics and teams, just what performances we've seen in the regular and postseason. A lot of these teams having winning records, improving so much from their previous seasons, especially boys volleyball in their 3rd season, you know, making the playoffs with 14 wins.
Well, yeah, unfortunately that is going to put a wrap on the spring season of Hopkinton Hiller Sports, but I have some big thank yous to give out before we wrap things up here today. A big thank you to Dave McCarthy, who has just been, I can't even explain how huge of a help he has been throughout the season, and he was with us for this playoff run. So a big thank you to Dave McCarthy and also our other tremendous crew, Denise Antaki, Mary Arnott, John Ritz, Mike Tarosian, and I shouldn't have started naming people. I apologize if I left out anybody, but without
it's a risky game.
Without our great crew and without you guys, Colby Crum and Dylan Hatherley, you guys did terrific. It was a pleasure to have you join the broadcasting team this spring, and we hope to have you guys back next fall.
Yeah, what an honor it's been. I mean, I definitely look out for some soccer or basketball games, but definitely a welcoming end to this HCAM community. So if you're interested, look out for some broadcasting, because what an experience it's been.
And, of course, a big thank you to the HCAM team, Mike Tarosian, Ash Clark, and Jim Cousins. But that is going to wrap up what was a tremendous spring season and a tremendous school year of Hiller athletics. And perhaps we'll have some summer baseball for you we'll let you know. We're working on something, so we'll let you know about that. But a big thank you to our great crew, the HCAM team, Colby and Dylan, and from all of us, that's going to wrap it up. Unfortunately, we hope to have another game or two, but the Hillers, they fall short in what was an instant classic against Malden Catholic here today by a final score of 12-11. Congratulations to the Hillers softball team on a tremendous season. They should be very proud of all their great accomplishments this year, and they'll get a lot of great talent coming back next year. But congratulations to Malden Catholic moving on to the round of 8. We thank you to all of the viewers who have supported HCAM all season long. A big thank you for your great support and for tuning in to the HCAM channels. But that is going to wrap it up here today. Final score for the final time. Malden Catholic gets the victory over the Hopkinton Hillers by a final of 12-11. We thank you for watching Hopkinton Hiller Sports all season long. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again next season. Goodbye, everybody.